Right, hello, welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. A quick little burst on YouTube before I nip off to Ustream and can speak my mind without this cancel culture that is going on. We'll be talking about what would you rather get rid of? Would you rather get rid of the problem of 30,000 illegal immigrants coming to this country this year? Would you rather that be sorted, or would you rather this woke, snowflake, awful culture going on, where, quite frankly, the lunatics of this country, the minority lunatics in this country, are making it impossible for the majority to live without feeling picked on and thinking, what is the point? There's so many stupid people in this country. And I ain't one of them. Don't you worry about that. Well, let's have a look at what's going around in the world, and we must ask ourselves how long before the madness comes to this country. At the moment, all the press, especially that little rat Peston, he does look like he sets off in the morning and someone says, hang on, you look too good. Go and put some lard in your hair, you know, and dip your face in a hot fat fryer and just look very ratty. Crawl out under a stone and really rub your hands together and jerk off that the Prime Minister, he shuffled his papers, and talked about Peppa Pig. Well, we've got Peppa Pig and now we've got Peston the rat. Why don't you just get on with it and talk about some of the things that's happening instead of your lovely little job where all you do is follow politicians around like a little groupie. Oh, hello, yeah. And then be that awful little, go crawl back under a stone, you dreadful little person. Right, here we go. Let's have a look what's going on in America and see how long it comes in. A BLM activist, it says in the newspaper, a man of colour, and he said that this awful murder that's just gone on with this bloke in a 4x4 has ploughed in to a load of old white people on a parade. I think they were called the Dancing Grannies or something. At the end of your life, at the shank of one's life, to be mowed down by some lunatic. He's been arrested. Let's just look at this clip of him. Let's look at that. We won't show the grannies, you upset their families, but just look at the difference between an old white granny and this chap that allegedly murdered them. He's under arrest, so I can show this, thanks to YouTube.
I just got a load worth about a half a ticket. Now I swipe the Vinci, got him looking at me different. I can't be venom when I kiss him, yeah. Kidnap you and misses, yeah. Hit him, I was in the slums, any weather. I was still trapping, sliding on the bus. They putting cameras on the lights, playing like you stupid dog. You know what I do to you. Hit me from a cell, told me get the cake. I'm weighing up them bowls, selling coke around the digi. Playing with them bloods, they gon' pop you like.
There you go. Now, that's the chap. He has got, long as your arm, a series of in prison, out prison, hidden guns, this, violence, drugs, things, assaulting a policeman, that. And he's walking the streets. Well, no, he's not walking the streets. He is driving the streets now into a load of white people. And this other idiot says it's the BLM, it was linked to a BLM thing. He's supporting the BLM, and this bloke's quite proud of it. So let's look at this. Kyle Rittenhouse, who's a 17-year-old. Well, he looks like he looks. Do you know what I mean? He's snowflake nutcase who, Piers Morgan summed it up. He thinks he's Rambo. And people are fuming all about it. They're fuming. They're calling it white supremacist justice. You know, all these people of colour, and even the Prime Minister, Sleepy Joe Biden, woke up when he heard about the alleged murders and said for a second before he drifted off again, oh, this is a white supremacist thing, you know, and tried to fob it off of some nutty white person. But the facts are coming up that that is not the case at all. This wasn't a white supremacist. This was a dozy kid with an AR-15 as an Armalite weapon. How come he can buy that, Sleepy Joe? Sort that out, for Christ's sake. A 17-year-old kid. And of course, now all the congressmen and all these gobshites on the television of colour, I'm going to say this, okay, they're all kidnapping it and changing it into a race-baiting convention. Okay? Let's have a... Good God. It asked a question, right, okay. Where are the rioters about these 4 white people being murdered? Any rioters? Any white politicians going on and say, this is the black man that did this, this is black supremacy? You can be a white supremacist, everyone can accuse you of being that. Oh, so where's the I tell you, here we go, I've got some notes here. What is going to happen when old Rittenhouse, who was found not guilty by a jury and a judge, and now all these people on CNN and God knows what, whatever it is, these wokey stations on there, and congressmen are saying, He is a white supremacist. This is white supremacist judging. The bloke who invented the taking the knee is saying this is white justice as it happens. I can't get my head around it. And you know what the problem is? He shot 3 white people. So he's a white supremacist who shot 3 white people for supporting BLM. So it's one law for the whites and one law for the black. Well, it doesn't seem to be. I mean, he shot 3, the black guy killed 4. Any riots? Anything going on? Of course not. Fucking ridiculous. And he's white. How can it be a race crime if he shot white people? It just makes you a bit angry, doesn't it? It could never happen in this country. Cop for this. You wait till I get on Ustream and have a moan. Pfft, blood's boiling. Right, here's a geezer, Keith Croot. Hell of a name. Right, a Welshman. Right, he called a traffic warden in Wales a Welsh mayor and gets 200 hours community service. Forget this. A racially motivated slur. They're both white, but Welsh. One Welshman can't call a woman a Welsh mayor. He should have just called her a mayor, or ugly mayor, or... I'm going to Ustream to have a real good moan. I'll see you there. Come and join us. You get a little free trial, and if you don't like it, you can call me a white mayor.